Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post, or otherwise you can donate to my ministry at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is about Bibi Netanyahu. After speaking with Trump, Prime Minister Netanyahu convenes cabinet as Israel prepares for possible renewed fighting with Iran on unidentified drone strike nuclear plant in the United Arab Emirates. Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu convened his small security cabinet on Sunday to discuss the possibility of renewed fighting with the Iranian regime, following reports that Washington is leaning toward a resumption of the war. Since US President Donald J. Trump returned home from a trip to China, various news outlets have reported this past weekend that the war could resume as early as next week, amid stalled negotiations and signs that Tehran is unwilling to compromise. The Israeli Defense Ministry reportedly expects the fighting will resume this week as well, though it's unclear when. On Sunday evening, the IDF Home Front Command reiterated existing warnings without raising the alarm levels, indicating that no escalation was expected, at least not in the coming hours. Two US officials said Trump is expecting to discuss options for new military operations with his top national security team in the Situation Room on Tuesday, according to Axios. Raising tensions even further, the United Arab Emirates, which has borne the brunt of Iranian attacks during the war, reported an attack on one of its nuclear plants by a drone on Sunday. The UAE did not explicitly accuse the regime of the attack, but noted that it was launched from the west, which could indicate that Iranian proxies in Iraq or Yemen were behind the attack. Netanyahu and Trump reportedly spoke on the phone for about 30 minutes before the cabinet meeting on Sunday evening, shortly after the US president wrote on Truth Social, "For Iran, the clock is ticking and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Time is of the essence." An Israeli official told Ynet News that Trump needs to feel at peace with himself, and if he decides to renew the fighting, Israel will likely be asked to join. Speaking on Iran at a special government meeting earlier on Sunday, Netanyahu noted, "Our eyes are open. Of course, there are many possibilities. We are prepared for every scenario." According to the Channel 12 News, officials in Israel expect fighting to resume in the different format and with objectives remaining to pressure the regime into an agreement rather than achieve a decisive military defeat. An Israeli official told Can News that the new targets for strikes will include national energy infrastructure in Iran, which the White House had previously asked Israel not to attack. Other options may include commando raids to capture nuclear material buried deep underground, US officials told the New York Times. Trump has reportedly been frustrated by the regime evading the time stalling tactics, particularly regarding its absolute refusal to abandon its nuclear ambitions, Fox News reported on Sunday. On Saturday, President Trump posted a picture on Truth Social that appeared to represent the US naval blockade, adding, "It was the calm before the storm." The prevailing assessment inside Iran is that President Trump may resort to restarting military action, and Tehran is now deliberating pursuing a strategy of deception and delay with the hopes of buying time will complicate any potential return to war. The outlet cited two regional intelligence officials as saying, a senior Israeli official told Channel 12 on Saturday, "We are preparing for days to weeks of fighting and waiting for Trump's final decision. We'll know more in 24 hours. Two Middle East officials also told the New York Times that both countries were engaged in intense preparations for fighting to resume as early as this week. On Sunday, Channel 12 or Channel 14 international correspondent Ben Neve noted that a crazy US military aircraft to the Middle East was underway. At least 11 C-17A transport aircraft of the US Army left the Middle East this morning. Did they unload everything that needed uploaded? He wrote. Meanwhile, a senior advisor to the president of the UAE warned that the attack on the nuclear plant was a dangerous escalation, whether it was carried out by the principal perpetrator or through one of its agents. President advisor Anwar Gargash wrote on X that the attack violates all international laws and norms in criminal disregard to the lives of civilians in the UAE and its surroundings. The prohibited escalation serves to reaffirm the nature of the challenges faced in the region in confronting the forces of evil, chaos, and sabotage. No one will twist the UAE's arm, nor will they succeed in undermining its vision, its success, and its inspiring message to the peoples of the region in security, stability, development, and prosperity, he vowed. The Defence Ministry stated 3 UAVs were launched at our territory today. We intercepted 2 of them and 1 struck an electrical generator near the Barkha nuclear power plant, adding that the source of the UAVs is under investigation. But we all know where they came from. If it wasn't Iran, it was one of the proxies. This needs to stop, and Trump needs to go and take out what's left of the Iranian regime, and BB will be right behind him all the way. So go and finish it once and for all. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.